Welcome everyone to this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion is Vayakel, which means and he gathered. It is found in Exodus chapter 35. Moses gathers the Jewish people. The day after Yom Kippur, the Jewish Day of Atonement, Moses tells the Jewish people again about the commandment of the Sabbath. 6 days they should work, and the seventh day they should rest. And then he tells the Jewish people again all the details of building the tabernacle, the special sanctuary for God. And the Jewish people start to donate gold, silver, copper. They had big beams for the walls with sockets. They had special skins and wools dyed different colors that they would cover over the sanctuary. And there was 2 inner chambers, the holiest of holies, with the Ark of the Covenant and the 2 tablets, and the outer holy section with the menorah, the candelabra, special altar to sacrifice the incense, the showbread. The Jews start to donate until Moses has to tell them, it's enough. This is all we need. And that's this week's Torah portion. Now, what's a lesson we can learn from this week's Torah portion? Well, first of all, why did we start off with the commandment of the Sabbath, Shabbat? We already had that commandment previously. The rabbis teach us. Here in this week's Torah portion, we're not having the commandment of Shabbat again. We already had it. But the Torah is teaching us a lesson. Moses tells the Jewish people, 6 days you should do your work. The Hebrew word in the Torah is teyaseh, which means it should be done. Your work should be done. For the 6 days before the Sabbath, you should work in the world in a way that teyaseh, your work is done. You don't feel you are the one bringing your success. You know your success comes from God. You are just making a vessel. And when you make a proper vessel, God brings the blessing. And when it comes to the Sabbath, you rest because you know God will provide everything you need. So the proper way to come to Sabbath is through working in the world in such a way. So the Torah is instructing us the proper way to prepare for the Sabbath. And this is the proper way to prepare for all the mitzvahs, all the commandments in the Torah, by knowing we are just a vessel for God's blessing. And it is our job to do what we can, to make the world a better place, to help each other, to bring down godliness and goodness into the world. And this was the day after Yom Kippur, because this is the key to atonement. To know in life, if we don't want to get led astray or get carried away, to always remember, 6 days we work. We work in a way that we're making a vessel. We work and we do what we need to do to bring down God's blessings. But we know it's mainly God's blessings. And then on the 7th day, we could rest. We could rest and feel the joy and happiness by being connected to God and connected to the divine. So this is such a beautiful lesson we learned from this week's Torah portion. Thank you for watching the weekly Torah, and have a wonderful week. Shalom.